This is One-on-One.
At some point in my
There
day.
she is, the beautiful and smiling face of Phylliss DelGreco, co-author of the book, the Jessie Books. Actually, more than one book, right? The Jessie Books.
It's a 7-book series, yes.
Now, Jessie is 5 years old.
She's 5 years old. We like to say 4 3/4.
Two moms?
2 moms, absolutely.
A family, but not the so-called traditional family?
Not the traditional family, no.
But a terrific kid.
She's a great kid.
What's the story behind these books?
About 5 or 6 years ago, one of my co-authors, Jacqueline Roth, had a little girl, Jessie, her and her partner. And when she went out looking for books, and when her parents went out looking for books, they could not find stories about a child with 2 parents that weren't really focused on the same-sex couple and focused on the child. So Jackie, who has a background in literature, said, let's write our own books. And I jumped right on that. We brought my sister, Catherine Silverio, into the project, and we started writing these books in the winter. Sunday mornings, I got to become 5 years old. And before you knew it, we had at least 7 manuscripts.
What's the premise?
Together.
Jackie goes through her life. She has 2 moms, and she faces some interesting situations as she interacts with other kids, right?
Yeah. Each of the books has a lesson in it, but subtle messages. We think that we can influence behavior by just showing a child who is caring and giving and patient and kind, and she overcomes fears. And so each of the books has a theme like that. The Monday book is all about...
Guys, Monday with Maxim, as we're talking about it. It's a cute kid, by the way.
Yeah, she's great.
Take a shot. Go ahead, keep
talking. The illustrations are awesome.
Who did the illustrations?
Rory Smith, outstanding, young talent, out of Princeton, New Jersey, local fellow. And we found him when my niece was attending Princeton and just picked him up.
Talk about Monday. What's the message there? Monday with Maxim.
The message in Monday with Maxim is all about patience. She's trying to teach the neighbor's dog how to sit, and he's being a little uncooperative. So it's about patience, it's about teaching, her teaching, and it's about learning. She's also learning in this book not to give up, to persevere, and if at first you don't succeed, try again.
What the heck does that have to do with having 2 moms?
Nothing.
But I thought the larger question was about teaching kids about discrimination and being, I hate the word tolerant. I never get the word tolerant. You have to be tolerant of people's situations. I'm thinking, tolerant, at first it's none of your business.
Acceptance and tolerance, right?
Yeah, I never get that.
Yeah.
But where is the message about seriously, about the 2 moms?
The 2 moms are not the driving force behind the books. The idea was to have children identify with a character, and then as the character may have something in their life that's a little bit different than what, let's just say, a traditional child being reared in a traditional family would experience, they wouldn't judge it harshly. It wouldn't be, oh my God, she has 2 moms, something's wrong, and this is a bad situation. It's just, we have so many heterosexual couples who have bought the books, and we've gotten notes.
They?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Because?
Because they're great stories, and their kids love them.
But can they get past it? First of all, here's the thing. So then you got Tuesday with Mommy. Mm-hmm. It doesn't say Tuesday with my 2 mommies.
No,
okay. She
doesn't spend Tuesday with her 2 moms. She spends the day on Tuesday with her mom.
Okay, but here's the thing. A mom in as you call it, more traditional family, picks up the book. She gets the book. Typical mom, whatever the heck that means. She gets the book, and at some point, does she find out that there's another mom?
At the back end of the story.
Have you gotten any pushback where someone says, hey, wait a minute, there are 2 moms in this story? You get any of that?
Not yet, no. I think
wow, we've evolved more than I thought.
Well, in the New York metropolitan area, which is predominantly
here, huh?
where our sales are coming out of right now, we've not had that experience. In fact, we've gotten email notes from parents. A dad, in one particular case, sticks out in my head because his son had him read the Tuesday book 3 or 4 times before bedtime. And he said, I can't believe how my son is so attached. He's never been attached to a book like this before. And so I think the stories, the stories are really about optimism, evolution, and relationships. We're forward thinking in that I hope someday we're standing in a place where this really doesn't matter. Our books currently are standing there. Sometimes you have to pull the rest of society forward to get them there. So it is about evolution. It's also, interestingly enough, the optimism, evolution, and relationship is kind of the experience that we had as co-authors in bringing the books together with our relationship between the three of us.
Question. As you write these books,
Yes.
as the books are well received by all different audiences, traditional and so-called non-traditional, do you care that much about the same-sex marriage issue?
No, I had a feeling this would come up.
Well, no kidding. No kidding. Do you care that much about it?
Do I care that much about it?
Is it a priority?
It should be. It should be. I myself don't know if I would get married. I am in a committed relationship with my partner, Donna, for many years now. Whether I would actually marry, I don't know. I don't know if I was straight, if I would ever get married to a man. Marriage for me is different, but that's personal. That's my personal choice.
I don't mean it that way. Do you believe this is, in the context of writing these books, which clearly there's a component of trying to educate and inform and inspire, is there a part of you that says, hey, we should write one of these books that at some point that this beautiful little girl attends the marriage
of her parents?
Of her two moms?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that would be great.
A priority?
Eventually, we have to finish illustrating the next 7, and as soon as we do that, I think it should be. I think that the whole issue of gay marriage is creating a second class or a subclass of citizens. And that's really what the Jessie Books is countering against. I practiced employment law for a while early on in my legal career. And what I found so interesting about it was we spent all this time categorizing and identifying and classifying groups of people for the purpose of not discriminating against them. If we all just assimilated and realize within the human experience, we are aligned. We're all going through the human experience together. Whether you're gay or straight or disabled or black or white, it doesn't matter. And that's really what these books are about. Jessie has a beautiful family. She has 2 beautiful moms. She has grandparents who adore her. She has aunts and uncles who love her, neighbors who don't look twice at her or her moms. It's all about the human experience.
Well said.
Thank you.
Do you ever notice how people who are Italian American with vowels in their names are incredibly articulate? You ever notice that?
Yes, I agree. Absolutely.
I knew we agreed on that too. Phylliss DelGreco, co-author of the series, The Jessie Books. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Wish you nothing but success for you and your family.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it.
All the best.
Thank you.
Stay with us. One-on-one will continue right after this. Great job.
Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Johnson & Johnson, Health First New Jersey, TD Bank, the Russell Berry Foundation, and by Community Education Centers. Promotional support provided by The Record, North Jersey's trusted source, and northjersey.com. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been produced in partnership with St. Joseph's Healthcare System.